How do I find my niche or my niche in real estate investing? Hi everyone, I'm Clayton Morris, the president of Morris Invest, and that's today's topic. All right, let's dive right into it. How do I find my niche in real estate investing? So you're sitting there one day and it hits you like a ton of bricks. You're motivated by something. Maybe you read a blog post or you read a book on real estate investing, or you know that your friends have been making consistent passive income from real estate investing. And you say to your wife or your husband, that's it, we're doing it, I want to start. So where do you start? How do you know what's right for you? I've done rehabbing. I started rehabbing condos when I lived in Florida, and I was doing all the work myself. I was down there ripping out drywall and working on, light boxes and putting in new appliances and carpet and paint and everything. I was doing it all myself. It was exhausting. Then there is wholesale investing. We have other videos here that you can learn about wholesale investing. And then there's buy and hold investing. And there's all manner of different forms of real estate investing. So what is the right one for you? I grew up with a lot of limiting beliefs around money. That money doesn't grow on trees, we're not the Rockefellers. And I always watched my dad, though, give everything his all. When he wanted to start something, he just dove in head first. And I would watch him fail a lot. But you know what? I also saw him have tremendous success. And my dad was inspiring. That's really informed my way of thinking. Give it your all, learn it, do it, fail fast, and get out, right? If it doesn't work, you gotta learn to pivot and try, but you've gotta try. I've come up with 4 different points that I think will really help you carve out and find your niche in real estate investing. Number 1, I want you to reverse engineer your life. Number 1, very, very important. Reverse engineer the lifestyle that you want. What do I mean by that? Well, it's simple. Most people just blindly jump into something and they don't know why. They don't know their why. And it can sound a little hokey, but it's so true. I want you to picture the lifestyle that you want. So when I talk to investors for the first time and they say, I really want to get into real estate investing, I say to them, great, why? What do you want to accomplish? Do you want to spend more time on the weekends rehabbing homes? Do you want to go and manage a property? Or do you want to spend time with your children, travel to Greece and relax, and know that there's passive income coming in every month? What do you want to do? Because some people like to do rehabs. Some people like to get their hands dirty. What lifestyle do you want? There has to be passion there, and you have to see it. If you don't see it, then you're never going to accomplish it. I knew that my friends that rehab houses will spend, if it's a light rehab, they maybe spend 6 months on a light rehab, 5 months, 6 months, depending on how long it takes them to get permits pulled, etc. And on a custom home, if they're building a big custom home, that can take a year or even longer. That doesn't sound interesting to me. Every day they've got to go to the job site, they've got to meet with their contractors, they have to make sure that all the trains are running on time, then they have to get certificates of occupancy from the city once they're done building it. The list goes on and on and on, right? Well, that doesn't sound interesting to me. I like watching other people do rehabs, but I don't want to be doing them myself. And then I have other friends who are investors that own hundreds of properties and travel the world with their family, and they have passive income coming in every month from their rental properties. Well, that sounded way more in line with what I wanted to do. And I had experience doing rehabs. I didn't want to do it anymore. I don't want to be shopping around trying to find deals and all of that. I wanted to be a buy and hold investor. So I started with the lifestyle in mind first. Then I worked backwards from there. Step 2 in this process is to follow your gut. It's pretty fascinating because research actually shows us that when we listen to our gut is actually correct almost 100% of the time. Isn't that remarkable? That our gut knows the answer to something before our brain does. Our brain often talks us out of the gut decision that we were going to make. I find that fascinating. So here's a tip and strategy for you to tap into what is right for you and your family and figuring out what niche you want to go into in real estate investing. I want you to do this. Grab a piece of paper and I want you to write down on that piece of paper a question. Maybe that question is, do I want to rehab houses? Okay, write it down and write the words yes or no. And I want you to leave that piece of paper somewhere where you're going to see it tomorrow. I don't want you to circle yes or no yet. I want you to leave it there. And then tomorrow, I want it to be in a place where you're going to stumble upon it. And I want there to be a pen right next to it. I want you to walk up to that piece of paper, see it, read it almost again for the first time. Read it out loud. Do I want to rehab houses? No, I don't want to rehab houses. Whatever's the first response that your body feels, circle it. Yes or no. Because then if your brain starts saying, well, there's a lot of money to be made in rehabbing, so maybe I should do it because there's a lot of money to be made. If your body had the natural visceral reaction, no, I don't want to rehab houses, circle it and then don't do it. Follow your gut. Number 3 on my list is fail fast. Look, when I first started buy and hold investing, I didn't want to say I failed, but I made some mistakes. But I quickly learned from those mistakes. And that's just something I saw my dad do, right? He would start, he would take a course, he would dive in, and he would screw up. And you know what? He would learn, and either he would pivot or he would stop. But the point is, we want to fail fast. Don't want to be discouraged. So if you start to do buy and hold investing and you make a few mistakes, maybe you pay a little too much for your first house, or you hire the wrong contractor, or you buy in the wrong city, that doesn't mean the system is broken. That just means you made a few mistakes, fail quickly, learn from them, and move on. That's the only way you improve, is if you actually get in the game and start playing the game. You can't sit on the sidelines forever. And step 4 in this process is that you should know that money it should not be your motivating factor. I want you to play a little mind game with yourself. Picture yourself having $1 billion, okay? If you had $1 billion, would you want to rehab houses? If the answer is yes, then that's a passion. You should go and do it. If you have $1 billion, do you want to buy and hold real estate? If the answer is yes, you do, because you're going to be able to create legacy wealth for your family and hand that money down to your family after you pass away, then that's a no-brainer. Think about it. If you had $1 billion in the bank, would you do this? Would you do that? And that is a brilliant way to look at things. I think about it, and it's a great lesson for us to think about with our families, right? Your kid comes into your home office and wants to play with you. If you had $1 billion in the bank, would you get up and go out and play frisbee or baseball with your son or daughter in the backyard? Chances are you probably would. So think about the lifestyle that you want and begin to whittle it down from there. Then once you have an idea that yes, you really, really do want to rehab houses, then there are great courses out there, there are great mentors. Dive in and learn it. Just take action. There are great turnkey companies out there like ours. If you're ready to pick up a rental property yourself, great. Or you want to do it all yourself and you want to find properties yourself and rehab them yourself and put tenants in yourself, you could do that as well. There are great courses and strategies out there for you to take action. So that was the question. How can I figure out what niche I should be in real estate investing? And I'd like to think that we solved quite a big chunk of it today here on this video. Again, if you would like to take action and you would like to book a call with our team today and you are ready to buy your first rental property, feel free. Go to our website right there in the link below and you can book a call with our team. We'll jump on the phone for 30 minutes and we will talk real estate with you and talk about turnkey real estate investing. Until next time, everyone, I'm Clayton. We'll see you back here. Bye.